Hey there, welcome to Broadcast to Post. I'm Jeff Sengpeel, CTO at Keycode Media. This is the show where we interview leaders and experts in the AV, broadcast, and post-production spaces. We're giving you the inside tips to grow your media workflows and business today.
Hello, my name is Tyler Purcell. Welcome to the episode of Broadcast to Post. Today, we are talking about PTZ cameras and what they're all about. So what does PTZ mean? Well, it is basically describing a camera that can pan, tilt, and zoom all in one with one control. There are many applications for PTZ cameras, but let's rewind a little bit and see where they came from, because there is a reason why these exist. The original concept of PTZ came from, believe it or not, of all things, security. Because if you think about it, in the security world, you want to have one camera that monitors a large swath of area. You don't want to have an operator. So PTZ started in the security world, and then eventually other industries started using very similar cameras, but the quality was so low. So it took a manufacturer to make a camera that was all-in-one, very similar to this, with an integrated lens, integrated electronics, and since then we've had these all-inclusive PTZ cameras. These modern PTZ cameras will kick the doors off anything else made before. And now we're seeing newer PTZ cameras get to the quality of older broadcast cameras, which means the applications basically are endless. So the main place for our PTZ cameras we have here are things like government and education, where you may have a small setting like a classroom or a conference room, and you want to have a couple of cameras inside there that are out of the way, that can be controlled remotely, that can be controlled by one person, and maybe that one person can control multiple locations. So for instance, in government, you may have 5 or 6 rooms with cameras in, but you may only have a conference in 1 or 2 of those rooms at a time, and they may not need to be monitored very much. One person can manage all of that no problem at all with PTZ cameras. And with auto-tracking PTZs like the brand new JVC 510, you can set up a single camera that auto-track a subject in a room, and it's very easy to do that. So what are the benefits of PTZ cameras? Well, the main benefit is they're kind of small. This is an entirely enclosed package. The imager, the lens, the motor drive, and the electronics are all enclosed in one small box. Now, why would you need electronics? Well, because a lot of PTZ cameras, not all, but most, have encoders built in. So what's an encoder? Well, an encoder takes your video stream and turns it into a compressed signal. Traditional broadcast uses what's called baseband video, okay? This is a non-compressed stream of video. And it's great, but it's extremely high bandwidth. And that's why PTZ's main asset is the fact a lot of them have built-in encoders. Now, a streaming engine means that the signal from the PTZ camera is internally being encoded into a network stream. This is a lot of time called SRT, and a lot of cameras even today have what's called NDI. These two streaming formats are basically a package format where they're taking a compressed file and they're sending it down a network. An NDI stream would be for local network, and an SRT stream would be used mostly for wide area network, where you're going to assign an address to a PTZ camera, and that address can be used by other devices to see that PTZ camera from anywhere in the world. PTZ cameras generally have standard outputs, HDMI, SDI, and of course we talked about Ethernet. A lot of PTZ cameras in the market also have audio inputs, so that if you have a microphone that's local, you can also stream that microphone data into the PTZ and compress that into the video feed in real time. PTZ cameras also have control, which means that they can be controlled by many different controllers. Companies like Sony and Panasonic and of course JVC have their own controllers, and they use industry standard control methods, which is extremely important. It means that pretty much anybody's controller can work with anybody's PTZ camera. Here at Keycode Media, we really enjoy the TriCasters because they work with pretty much any PTZ camera in the market. All you have to do to set up a PTZ camera is run an Ethernet cable from a network switch, which would have PoE, to a camera, and then to a TriCaster. And now you are online with an NDI stream. It is quite an impressive system. So the pros about PTZs are pretty endless, but they have some downsides. The first kind of big issue with PTZs is that they are a little bit limited in situations like low light. The imagers just aren't of the quality of a commercial camera. Sony is fixing that problem right now with a big imager PTZ camera, but it's grossly expensive. It's not something that you would normally buy for like a church setting or something like that. But it means that possibly because of that, we'll see some of that technology trickle down into other cameras. Sony has been infamous for their excellent low light cameras, but even Sony struggles with some of the low light stuff in the PTZ world. Again, having a very fast lens in such a small package is extremely difficult, especially when you're trying to hit a price point. However, the benefit of being able to run these things remotely from thousands of miles away and/or just one operator to run multiple cameras is impressive. So thanks for watching this introductory video about PTZ cameras. My name is Tyler Purcell from Keycode Media. This is Broadcast to Post, and I hope to see you next time.
Thanks for watching Broadcast to Post. Please make sure to subscribe to the podcast to receive future episodes. Follow Keycode Media on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram to receive news on additional AV, broadcast, and post-production technology content. See you next time, folks.